Decision tree. A decision tree is a decision support tool that uses a tree-like graph or model of decisions and their possible consequences, including change event outcomes, resource costs, and utility. It is one way to display an algorithm that only contains conditional control statements. Decision trees are commonly used in operations research, especially in a decisions analysis, to help identify an strategy most likely to reach a goal, but are also a popular tool in machine learning. A decision tree is flow chart-like structure in which each internal node represents a test on an attribute. Each branch represents the outcome of the test, and each lead node represents a class label. The path from root of lead represents classification rules. In a decisions analysis, a decision tree and the closely related influence diagram are used as a visual analysis decision support tool, where the expected values or expected utility of companies' alternatives are calculated. A decision tree consists of three types of nodes. Decision nodes, typically represented by squares. Change nodes, typically represented by circles. And nodes, typically represented by triangles. Decision trees are commonly used in operations research and operations management. If in practice decisions have to be taken only with no recall under incomplete knowledge. A decision tree should be parallelized by a probability model, as a best choice model or online selections model algorithms. Another use of decision tree is a descriptive means for calculating conditional probability. Decision tree influence diagrams, utilities functions, and other decisions analysis tools and methods are taught to undergraduate students in the School of Business, Health Economics, and Public Health. Another example of operations research or management sales methods. In this decision tree, we can observe how there are four possible final solutions. In it, the rules described above are met. Initial node, a single hour for each node, and a single path to reach a final node, and has all the elements described above, noted, vectors of numbers, arrows, and labels. The matrix represents a decision tree made up of the two players, in which you can observe the options that the game has two players. The first decision is to take the first person, who must decide between 01 and 02. At this point, the person is 2 who decides. If player 1 has chosen or 1, you will have to decide between A1 and R1. A1 will produce of utility of 2 and R1 of 0. In turn, A1 will give a utility of A to player 1 and R1 of 0. Instead, each player 1 chooses 0, 2. Player 2 must choose between A2 and R2. The first option will give her a utility of 5 and the other players. R2 will report a profit of 0.02 with the accessories of existing introduced methods. Decision tree can be solved without much complication.